In the wilderness, Luo Feng and his 8 slaves were patiently waiting. Luo Feng, those scum must have hidden their signal, and they are using camouflage systems. The country's surveillance systems cannot detect them. Babata was obviously dissatisfied. Oh, wait. What's wrong? Luo Feng listened intently. I realized that there's an AI system that has hacked into the Earth's satellite network. And it's a little punk. Babata was obviously excited. Oh, I found it. This AI level probably corresponds to a basic level AI. It has entered the Earth's network, the entry point being South America, Brasilia headquarter city. South America, Luo Feng grinned slightly with a cold smile. Hua. A ship appeared in mid-air beside him, the cabin door automatically opening. Let's go, Luo Feng ordered. The 8 great slaves followed him into the ship. Flying from Asia to South America, even though Luo Feng's speed was incredible, it would still take a while. Using the universe ship, however, was extremely fast. Just like the Nuolan Shan family, Luo Feng's ship naturally had its own signal masking and camouflage systems and abilities. With Babata around, Luo Feng's ship could camouflage itself even better than the Nuolan Shan families. South America, Brasilia headquarter city. The villa that Tuo Lei Wu and his men had taken over was about 60 kilometers away. The ship floated. Remember, no one is to leave more than 100 meters away from me. Luo Feng stared coldly at the 8 great slaves. At the same time, no one is to make a single sound. Understood? Understood. The 8 great slaves replied. Very good, let's go. Luo Feng flew out of the ship first and the 8 great slaves followed. The 9 of them swiftly headed towards the villa. The little elite team probably would never have suspected that with their far more advanced technology than Earth, the only reason why they were finally discovered was because their AI had hacked into Earth's network systems and got discovered. There was no way around it. Compared to Babata, that AI's capabilities were far too inferior. It's that villa in front, Babata reminded. Luo Feng and the 8 great slaves floated in mid-air. However, the light around them was somewhat warping, causing the 9 who were floating in mid-air to be invisible to the people in the district below them. This sort of camouflage was purely a result of the study of light systems to hide oneself from sight. To the warriors and strong, however, as long as the distance was close, they could totally feel each other's energies. Babata, have you checked on the situation inside? Luo Feng asked. My scanning system radius is 20,000 meters. Why don't you even take a look at where my security surveillance system is from? It's actually taken from the Yun-Mo planet ship. Babata was extremely confident. Back then on Misty Island, he relied on this security surveillance system to scan every human's strength, potential, even the breadth of their brains. He scanned from far. The Yun-Mo planet ship. Hu Yanbo's ship. Just how advanced was his security surveillance system? Checking in on a group of Star Level 9 warriors was too simple. They actually even installed a defense mechanism. Ha, in front of me. It's all a joke. Ho, take a look. 15 Star Level 9, 19 Star Level 8, 26 Star Level 7 warriors. The Nuolan Shan family has a total of 60 people. The captured. They are the leaders of the 5 great countries along with your wife Zhu Xin, and your little brother Luo Hua. Babata easily scanned everything. As long as it was within the 20,000 meters, 20 kilometers, area, he could easily scan everything clearly. 60 people. Luo Feng's eyebrows creased. 15 at Star Level 9 and 45 at Star Level 7 and 8. Their strength was double that of his. Luo Feng didn't know. There was a separate group of 20 that was in a ship leaving Earth, heading towards Luo Feng's given coordinates, ready to search for the golden horned beast's body. Babata, give me everyone's specific locations along with the entire blueprint of the villa, etc. Luo Feng was very clear. He needed to be extremely careful in this rescue mission. Just a small hiccup would result in undesired consequences. Within a short time. From now on, I will give you your orders through the mini-quantum computer. Luo Feng's gaze swept past the 8 great slaves. You need to be extra careful." "Understood, Master," the 8 great slaves replied solemnly. "Let's go." Luo Feng gave the order through Babata to their quantum computers. The 8 great slaves didn't even reply, following Luo Feng into the villa, the 9 reaching the foot of the wall. "The 4 of you will stay out here and stand guard, be prepared for orders," Luo Feng ordered. The 4 nodded, not daring to make a sound. "The rest will follow me." Luo Feng too didn't make a sound, only directing. Luo Feng and the other 4 sneakily began to enter the conquered large villa, luckily with Babata's scanning and surveillance, any person's position and movement were all within his grasp. The only thing was, Luo Feng still didn't dare get careless, even controlling his heartbeat to the point where it was stopped for a while. After all, the weakest on the enemy side was still at least a star level 7. They were all extremely vigilant people. Even heartbeats could arouse their suspicion and notice. Controlling one's heartbeat to temporarily stop wasn't necessarily a hard thing. Normal student-level fighters could slow down their heartbeats already. Star Traveler fighters could even stop their hearts for half an hour, much less Luo Feng, who was a Star Level 1 spirit reader. He could even simply destroy his heart and nothing would even happen. "There's someone heading here. He'll discover you in about 1.1 seconds. On the left, 52 meters away there's someone coming down the stairs. In front. ... Babata's frequent warnings made Luo Feng and the other 4 extremely nervous and careful. Within the villa, in a particular building, a luxurious room on the 3rd floor, there were 2 Star Level 9 fighters standing guard. Within the room, Tuo Lei Wu sat cross-legged, currently within the virtual universe, reporting the situation to the family head. Head Ancestor, Nuolan Shan guard Rongji is leading a small team and is currently heading towards the destination. I estimate they'll reach 15 days later. Tuo Lei Wu stood at attention, his eyes filled with excitement and worship. The human silhouette on the screen before him was the man with the highest power and authority within the entire Nuolan Shan family. Tuo Lei Wu was filled with great pride and passion. To be able to meet with the founder of the family, this was such an honor. One had to know even the elite air pooler only got to meet Nuolan Shan for the first time also because of this incident. 15 days. Nuolan Shan's gaze was cold, the corners of his mouth curling slightly. "Very well. You currently have the position of Great Captain, right?" Nuolan Shan said casually. "Yes, Head Ancestor," Tuo Lei Wu said respectfully. "When this matter is done, you will be promoted to Commander," Nuolan Shan said directly, "and be awarded with a family medal." Tuo Lei Wu and the others were all outsiders, hence normally the highest position they could ever achieve was as a commander. Of course, if they reached the universe level, they'd become something the Kaluo Empire, Silverblue Empire, etc. would fight to have. Staying within the Nuolan Shan family, they naturally would receive an even higher position, comparable to even the heads. Tuo Lei Wu looked happy and excited, replying loudly, "Yes, Head Ancestor. On Earth, be more careful with the captured leaders and hostages, don't let anything happen," Nuolan Shan warned. "Head Ancestor, there definitely won't be anything that'll disrupt the plan, I guarantee with my life." Tuo Lei Wu was extremely confident facing the Head Ancestor. Nuolan Shan slightly nodded. He was satisfied with the way his underlings were handling matters seriously. "Luo Feng, in front of you 150 meters ahead, is the place where they're holding the leaders of the 5 great countries and Zhu Xin and Luo Hua. Right now, we are unable to get any closer. That level is the place within the villa with the most number of fighters. The Nuolan Shan family little team of 60 members, 32 of them are in that level, including 9 who are at Star Level 9. Babata warned Luo Feng. The entire villa was huge. The number of other people in the other areas wasn't considered large at all. Luo Feng had no choice but to gradually draw closer. The captive place is guarded by 2 Star Level 9 guards. Babata warned. The other people guarding are quite a bit further. Luo Feng's thoughts moved. The cloud contact vine swiftly covered his face. 1 was for safety. 2. He didn't want the Nuolan Shan family people to know that he was Luo Feng. 150 meters. You are all at star level 9. Flying speed within space can reach a max of 150,000 meters per second. On Earth, because of the air resistance, you'd be much slower. But you'll still be able to hit 50,000 meters per second. I now request for you all to reach within 150 meters of that room with your greatest speed. 2 of you will be in charge of pinning down the guards while the other 2 will be in charge of saving people. Luo Feng's orders were transmitted to their quantum computers. The 4 great slaves nodded. Then, Luo Feng looked at the building before him, his eyes squinting. Let's do it. Su, 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 the 4 great slaves, star level 9 warriors, and Luo Feng. The 4 slaves had a flying speed of about 50,000 meters per second, even though Luo Feng was only a star level 1. However, relying on the level 3 spirit weapons soaring shuttle along with great awareness, his speed could still exceed 20,000 meters per second. Within the room, Zhu Xin, Luo Hua and the leaders of the 5 countries were scattered in the different corners of the room. Nothing but a blanket was spread across the floor. What are you looking at? A guard sitting in a chair stared at the leaders of Europe, pointing as he snorted, someone like you, a country leader. However, I do have to say, your Earth is only just this big, to actually have so many countries. Within the universe's low-level civilizations, they usually contain a few galaxies, millions of life planets. The moment his words left his mouth, rumble, the wall violently exploded apart. A strong and sturdily built huge man with a lion head dressed in battle armor rushed in, immediately reaching right in front of the guard. 150 meters distance, 50,000 meters per second. What did it mean? It was faster than a blink of the eye. As it was simply too fast, faster than the speed of sound by many times. The moment the 2 guards felt the powerful auras, the 4 slaves only had a distance of 10 meters between them. Following that, they immediately engaged in battle. What? Luo Hua and Zhu Xin stared. Su, 2 long vines fiercely rose from the ground and wrapped them, the leaves wrapping them separately. ... Luo Feng controlled 7 vines and separated they wrapped around the 7 hostages. One had to know back then during the Misty Island incident, the cloud contact vine numbers were already plentiful, much less the currently already star level 3 cloud contact vine. With regards to just the cloud contact vine's growth speed, Luo Feng's particular one was indeed fast. At least, it was much faster than Luo Feng's human body training. Capture them, quickly. The entire villa had suddenly rumbled and exploded into chaos. With the naked eye, one could only see shockwaves whistling and spreading in every direction. Not only did it level the villa completely, the surrounding residential district alleys too suddenly received large amounts of shockwaves that destroyed and leveled the area. Back during the attack on West Lake Courtyard, the main courtyard itself was a few square meters. And this villa wasn't that big. Plus, during the last time, all the attacks were directed at the castle. This time, however, was a group of star level 9 warriors attacking each other seriously. Some of the attacks were dodged and naturally hit the walls and ground. Capture that red armored person. Tuo Lei Wu became like a flash, rushing towards the sky. With one look, he could gaze far and wide, a person clad in blood-red armor with 7 vines extended, wrapped around 7 people. No need to send me off. The universe ship appeared in mid-air suddenly, the cabin door was opened from earlier on, the person clad in blood-red armor carried the 7 and swiftly entered the cabin. Su, the universe ship immediately disappeared. With regards to speed, the universe ship speed was many times faster than a star level 9. Lure them towards the Pacific Ocean, these are the coordinates. At the same time, Luo Feng sent out the order to the 8 great slaves mini-quantum computers. Within the universe ship, the leaders of the 5 countries were breathing anxiously. Obviously the scene from before happened too quickly. Suddenly they were wrapped in the cloud contact vine's leaves, not having a chance to react to anything. The cloud contact armor swiftly retracted, revealing Luo Feng's face. Luo Feng, Mr. Luo Feng. The leaders of the countries all looked shocked at the person before them, following with expressions of elation and joy. They understood they had been saved. Beside them, Zhu Xin and Luo Hua looked even happier. Zhu Xin rushed straight into Luo Feng's chest, hugging him tightly. I was afraid that I would never get to see you again, and that I would never see Ping Ping and Little Hai. It's fine now, darling, Luo Feng said softly. They hugged for a while before Luo Feng released her. Attention all. Luo Feng looked at the others. I still have matters to attend to. I request for you all to wait within the universe ship for the moment. It's extremely safe within here. Bro, be careful, Luo Hua said. Luo Feng laughed before gently pinching the cheeks of his wife's little face. After that, he turned and swiftly left, flying out the cabin. Above the Pacific Ocean, Luo Feng raised his head to see the universe ship in mid-air disappear into the borders of the sky. It's time to truly battle it out at least once. Those scum from the Nuolan Shan family, they really think of Earth as their backyard, playing with whatever they want. Luo Feng floated in mid-air, gazing far at the direction of South America, smiling coldly before plunging straight into the ocean below. With a splash and ripples of waves splashing about, Luo Feng entered towards the seabed. Luo Feng's internal world. The large land enshrouded in golden mist. The golden-horned beast that was originally occupying the metal land suddenly disappeared. At the same time, a human male appeared within. According to theory, within this internal world, whether it was metal or human flesh and blood, the moment they entered, they would immediately be broken down and killed. Back when the golden-horned beast attacked, that was how it swallowed the battle bases. This level of decomposition power was a natural ability from the internal world. When Luo Feng appeared, the energy actually reacted as though it had discovered its own child, wrapping itself around Luo Feng, not hurting him at all. Luo Feng, later, just go ahead and kill to your heart's content. When I created the auxiliary AI to meld into that ship, I already linked it to the Earth's satellite network. Any footage or pictures of this entire sea's happenings will immediately be deleted. Relax, no one will discover you. To chase and slaughter, the extremely enraged Nuolan Shan family little elite team had been madly pursuing Luo Feng's 8-star level 9 slaves. Their bloodthirsty close-quarter fight extended to tens of thousands of kilometers. However, their speeds were simply too fast. Every second equated to 50 kilometers. After a few minutes of work, they had rushed over from South America to where Luo Feng had concealed himself. Hua hua. The ocean slightly rippled. The sun was incredibly glaring. Bastard! 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 Tuo Lei Wu was roaring with rage within. Not long ago, he even told the head ancestor that he was extremely confident with guarantee. Head ancestor, there definitely won't be any problems. I dare to guarantee with my life. However, in the blink of an eye, all his hostages were taken away. How could he not be angry? Chase him down and kill him. They had the numbers, successfully killing one of the enemy's star level 9 warriors, while losing themselves a star level 8. Not one of you is escaping. Tuo Lei Wu's eyes glared. 15 star level 9 warriors were chasing down 7 star level 9 warriors. The star level 9 warriors were flying far ahead, while the 18 star level 8 warriors were obviously slower by quite a bit. The 26 star level 7 warriors were even further behind. And just when Tuo Lei Wu and a group of the star level 9 warriors just flew over from that side of the ocean, the originally peaceful ocean suddenly erupted and burst open, almost as though an enormous black creature was rising from the seabed, gradually, revealing its sharp blades, silhouette that was just like a huge mountain. Look, what's that? The 18 star level 8 warriors caught up from behind. They were extremely vigilant. Such an enormous figure caused so much commotion. How could they not discover it? Why do I feel that it resembles the swallowing beast from the data? A group of members looked carefully. Swallowing beast. Quickly look. It truly looks like it. It's indeed similar. The scales on its back even have golden engravings. Its head is about to surface. The swallowing beast was incredibly important. Compared to chasing down those star level 9 warriors before, that didn't have any meaning anymore. At this time, a group from behind. The 26 star level 7 warriors finally caught up. Under the careful scrutiny of the Nuolan Shan family's elite little team who were floating in mid-air, among the lashing of waves, an incredible enormous head, just its head alone was over 100 meters huge, meaning to say, one head alone was bigger than Earth's normal high school's football fields. The huge and vast back was just like a mountain, incomparably huge. However, this group of elite members, who were from the universe, having experienced much and seen extensively, were all very calm. Hooala! This huge beast finally broke out from the water's surface. The ocean lashed at its entire body of piercing black scales. Under the glare of the sun, its reflection was incredibly glaring. Its huge head's most eye-catching point was obviously the 2 black horns that pierced the sky and made people tremble. Wrapped about the horns were tight and peculiar golden engravings, causing the black horns to look, at first glance, like they were golden. A pair of huge dark golden pupils, almost as though it were the eyes of heaven and earth. Ice cold, brutal and savage. Swallowing beast. One member from the group shouted loudly. It's the swallowing beast. That's it, that's it. The Nuolan Shan family's elite group of members, none of them were feeling fear, rather, they all shouted in excitement. Quickly inform the captain. Quickly. This is too good. This swallowing beast is actually still alive. Tuo Lei Wu and the other 15 Nuolan Shan guards were still engaged in chasing. They really run fast. Tuo Lei Wu was so enraged that his teeth itched. Other than killing one of the enemies amidst the initial chaos, he couldn't kill any at all during the chase. As the enemy was focusing all their power on escaping, to actually be able to kill while chasing was difficult. However, the moment Tuo Lei Wu thought about the guarantee he made towards the head ancestor, and the way things were now, he couldn't help but grow more enraged. Do. The quantum computer on his arm vibrated. Captain, it's the swallowing beast, a living swallowing beast. An excited voice resounded. Simultaneously, the screen appeared with the footage of the golden-horned beast gradually appearing from the seabed. My God! Tuo Lei Wu's eyes stared wide. The scene from the quantum computer made his heart and spirit tremble. The other members didn't know about the golden-horned beast, but he did. That was the golden-horned beast, the most elite bloodline amongst the space beasts. The moment it matured, it would be the pinnacle of Sector Lord Level 9. Similar to the undying beings, just as invincible. The most elite bloodline, an almost extinct race, much less than even the undying beings and warriors. This is the golden-horned beast, and it's still an infant. Tuo Lei Wu had a feeling of admiration. The legendary pinnacle of space beasts, the golden-horned beast was the true presence of power. With a slight movement of its legs, a wave of its tail, it could shave away at layers of a planet. With its full power, it could easily destroy an entire planet. This was the elite golden-horned beast, the pinnacle existence of Sector Lords. Quickly, capture it. Tuo Lei Wu raged. Everybody, stop chasing, quickly, follow me. Tuo Lei Wu informed the other 14 members through the AI computer with the video, giving the order. There were some who were still curious as to why they were stopping. However, after seeing the footage, they all grew excited and began to shout, incomparably excited as they turned and flew back. The air above the ocean. Capture it alive. The 18-star level 8 and 26-star level 7 warriors, the group members were extremely excited. The golden-horned beast that gradually surfaced looked above and surveyed the fastest and the ones in front, the group of star level 8 warriors, its eyes filled with a thread of killing intent. Who? A scaled tail that shook the earth moved at a shocking speed, sweeping past the air, towards the 18-star level 8 warriors, 9 of which were hit by it. The first 5 who were immediately and directly hit by the tail were instantly split apart, fresh blood scattering with limbs flung all over. The remaining 4 were either crippled or heavily damaged. Don't use force to fight with it, use skill. Its body is huge. Within a small space, It won't be able to react as quickly as humans. The other members were terrified to the point of sweating cold sweat, each becoming like thunder snakes with movements that were hard to trace and capture. This was indeed a weak point of the golden horned beast. Back when Hong and Thunder God immolated their souls and faced the golden horned beast, they relied on their small stature and quick reflexes to attack. However, as an elite of the bloodlines, the golden horned beast also had methods to supplement its weaknesses, that being its entire body was a weapon. Claws, horns, tail, wings, hula. The golden horned beast, whose speed was exploding, with a wave of its huge wings, its wings were totally covered in scales. At its sides were the incredibly sharp and piercing scales. When the beast's speed exploded, and its wings waved madly, those brushed by the enormous wings were immediately cut into 3 chunks. Its scales defenses are 2. A member shouted out loudly. His body instantly slashed into chunks by the sharp and incredibly fast claws. Fresh blood flew all over. Escape. It's too strong. With a tail length comparable to its entire body, the scaled tail fiercely swung, just like a whip suddenly brushing past 3 members, slicing them open alive. Against over 10 star level 9 warriors would be somewhat troublesome. However, against star level 8 and 7 warriors, for the golden horned beast that had already reached star level 7, was simply just a massacre. Its 4 claws were recklessly clawing about. Its 2 wings madly waving. It was just like 2 overcast clouds engulfing everything. The most extreme waving and fastest was still the tail. At this time, 18 star level 8 warriors were all killed. Yes, the golden horned beast purposefully aimed to kill all the star level 8 warriors. Escape. Escape. Quickly escape. The star level 7 warriors were all distressed and frantic. At this time, the golden horned beast's eyes had a sense of bloodlust and madness. It opened its bloody mouth wide. Immediately, a formless energy engulfed the space around, completely surrounding the star level 7 warriors of the Nuolan Shan family's elite group. The members' bodies all gradually shrank and flew into the golden horned beast's mouth. The closer they got to its mouth, the smaller they got. Until the point where they couldn't get any smaller, they vanished into the black hole within the golden horned beast's mouth. One of its 3 natural abilities, swallowing. The swallowing technique was a natural ability that was for training. It was for swallowing large amounts of metal into the internal world. It, however, had its own attacking properties. Anything weaker than itself, it could instantly swallow and kill. Burp. The golden horned beast seemed like it hiccuped. Looking at the over 10 beams of light swiftly flying over, it immediately rushed straight back into the ocean, leaving only a mist of blood where it had killed in the surrounding. Swallowing beast. Ha ha, a living swallowing beast. Tuo Lei Wu, Ahiman, Abeluote, the 3 captains were shouting out in excitement. The other members were also extremely excited. They were very clear on the rules of the Nuolan Shan family. The bigger the amount of work put in, naturally the bigger the reward. If they were to capture the swallowing beast alive, the reward would definitely be shocking. How could they not be excited? That's not right. Tuo Lei Wu suddenly stopped. Ahiman, Abuluote, bring your men and chase the swallowing beast. I'll come over in a bit. Tuo Lei Wu ordered. Relax. Ahiman and Abeluote both brought the others and swiftly vanished into the distant boundaries of the sky. Tuo Lei Wu floated in midair, his consciousness immediately entering the virtual universe network, sending a message to his superior. Lord Pula, the golden horned beast isn't dead. It's still alive, and it's resurfaced on Earth. This is the footage taken from the other members. Simultaneously, he sent the footage along. After which, Tuo Lei Wu immediately left the virtual universe network. Plop! Just as Tuo Lei Wu's body plunged into the ocean, creating waves that burst from the surface. As his physical body was in an unconsciousness state, it naturally fell straight into the ocean. Okay, I've informed the family. Now, Tuo Lei Wu burst out from the ocean and flew, licking his lips, both eyes gleaming green. It's time for me to work. Capturing the golden horned beast alive, Ha 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 ha. Tuo Lei Wu became a beam of light and traveled at shocking speed, breaking through the air and chasing the others. At that time, Tuo Lei Wu saw, in front of him in mid-air was a group of Nuolan Shan guards dressed in battle uniforms, appearances different from each, all floating. What's the matter? Tuo Lei Wu raged. Why aren't you chasing it? Captain. Ahiman and Abeluarte turned to look over, the swallowing beast in underwater. We can't even see it with our eyes, however. Captain, don't you think this place reeks of blood? Reeks of blood? Tuo Lei Wu sniffed. Star level 9 warriors, be it listening, or olfactory senses, they were all much more adept than ordinary people. Carefully sniffing, he could smell in the surrounding air the strong smell of blood. We tried contacting the other members, none of them answered. No answer at all. All the star level 8 and 7 warriors, they were all the same. Ahiman and Abeluarte were very solemn. This caused Tuo Lei Wu to be taken aback. None of the other groups were responding at all. This was too crazy. One had to know that the two groups were only separated for a few minutes, and within that short time, 44 members had all perished. Tuo Lei Wu questioned himself. Even though he was top 10 within the 8,000-strong Nuolan Shan guards, to kill all 44 members, although possible, would still require sufficient time. This swallowing beast is that powerful. Tuo Lei Wu creased his eyebrows, lowering his head to survey the surface of the ocean. With his vision and sight, he could indeed see a black shadow at the bottom of the seabed. Die. Tuo Lei Wu's AI computer on his arm rang. Do a long-distance scan. Master, the space beast below is at the star level 7. 7. Beside, a group of Nuolan Shan guards in mid-air glanced at each other, discussing in hushed voices. About 2,000 meters below the surface, almost like an enormous mountain, the golden-horned beast lay on the seabed. Its body length was over 700 meters, its scaled tail length was close to its body's length. That's right, star level 7. Back when Luo Feng first left Earth to head to Dragonstar, the golden-horned beast at the time was only a star level 4. According to the golden-horned beast's regular training, the first 3 star levels added together was completed in a year and a half. The star level 4, 5 and 6, breaking through each level would require 2 years. Star level 7, 8, and 9, every level would require 12 years. For the star level to break through to the universe level 1, it would actually require over 50 years. Back when Luo Feng sold the arc cutter blade, and later spending up to $1 billion black dragon dollars to buy large amounts of metal groupings, his evolution efficiency rose to 51 times. After that time, Luo Feng remained on Earth and trained even more, when the universe explorers came. 3 months later, the family fleet came, and later left due to the Empire laws, secretly leaving an elite group of members to work as space pirates and conduct their search. Another 6 or 7 days later, Luo Feng began his battle with the remaining elite group. This meant to say, Luo Feng's metal groupings that rose his evolution efficiency by 51 times had been in effect for about 4.5 months. 4.5 months, 51 times normal evolution speed, faster than the regular evolution by 19 years. The star levels 4 to 6 required 4 years. Levels 6 to 7 required 12 years. Hence, the golden-horned beast currently indeed had the power of a star level 7. If it were another 2 or 3 months later, the golden-horned beast's body would have been a star level 8. Star level 7 golden-horned beast. Just how strong was it? One had to know. Those that received special training and instructions, elites that possessed powerful spirit weapons, would be able to battle enemies 2 to 3 levels above. Just like how Luo Feng was easily able to overpower 3 to 4 levels above him, the main reason of course was that the warriors of Earth didn't have a system for training, and no good weapons. To be bullied by Luo Feng wouldn't be strange at all. In the vast universe, large amounts of power nurturing the elites, overpowering 2 to 3 levels above, that was a very normal thing. And the golden-horned beast? If it was the same grade and level, the golden-horned beast could be deemed invincible. only an extremely small percentage or chance might appear that someone of the same grade and level would be able to win over the absolute genius of the golden horned beast. That would be an absolute monster of an existence. Back when the golden horned beast was only at star level 1. Hong and Thunder God, who were both deemed invincible among the star travelers and had their own domains. When they first began their soul immolation, they actually couldn't even break through the golden horned beast scales. It was only finally after Hong, who had reached domain level 2, released his strongest technique before he managed to break through. It wasn't that star level 1 warriors were that powerful, it was the golden horned beast itself that was insanely strong. Back when Luo Feng began his soul immolation, using the secret technique of the Yunmo planet, heavily wounding the golden horned beast with his attack, he still had no way of breaking through the golden horned beast's soul defenses. It was only because of the soul imprint his teacher left within him immolated and became his attack that finally led to him breaking through the golden horned beast. The reason why it was so difficult back then was simply because the golden horned beast was insanely powerful. Human geniuses from the universe, there exist star level 7 warriors who could kill star level 9 warriors in a one-on-one fight. A star level 7 golden horned beast. Against the star level 7 humans, 99.99% of them could instantly be swallowed with the natural ability and killed. It was too simple. Against star level 8 humans, it was still a complete massacre with strength. When against star level 9 humans, it would still hold the advantage, able to kill 1 or 2 of them. However, against a group of human star level 9 warriors, it was indeed still troubling. The main important thing was, within this group of human star level 9 warriors, there were extremely strong warriors. Like Tuo Lei Wu, he alone was able to battle up to 10 normal star level 9 warriors. Same grade and level, their battle abilities were still vastly different. Hence, the golden horned beast submerged itself in the ocean. In there, its power wasn't affected. However, the Nuolan Shan guards would be affected greatly. In the air above the ocean. Listen to my orders. 3 little teams will attack simultaneously from 3 directions. I don't believe that a star level 7 swallowing beast, against 15 of us Nuolan Shan guards will be able to win. Tuo Lei Wu's greenish eyes looked savage. Capture the swallowing beast alive. A Heman roared. Yes, capture it alive. Abeluote shouted too. Attack. Tuo Lei Wu's booming voice resounded. Rumble, rumble, rumble. 3 little teams became like long chain beams of light, plunging straight into the ocean. ... With a 2,000 meters distance, against this level of battle plan, it was indeed a joke. Howl. The golden horned beast, which was like a mountain, let out a cry of happiness, lifting its head, a huge pair of eyes looking at the 3 beams of light heading down towards the seabed from above. Rumble. Its huge tail was like an enormous python, piercing through the ocean and immediately sweeping at one of the group of elites. Attack. This group of elites' leader Aheman roared out. At the time, ordinary weapon after weapon was brandished. They were extremely glaring, directed straight towards the tail which was sweeping towards them. The weapon Aheman was using was only a level 1 normal energy weapon. Yes, the Nuolan Shan guards were all fitted with energy weapons, and armor, spirit weapons, and armor. However, according to their battle strength, normal Nuolan Shan guards used only ordinary energy weapons that were very cheap. The more powerful ones, like Aheman, the Buluote, used level 1 energy weapons. They were extremely effective in adding to one's power. And as for Tuo Lei Wu, this sort of absolute elite, he was allocated with the optimum level 2 energy spirit weapon capable of allowing him to use his power to its maximum. Rumble. The scaled tail swept past fiercely, smashing into 2 of the energy weapons, breaking them before they vanished. My hands have gone numb. It's definitely energetic, Aheman shouted proudly. And the man behind all the planning and attack, Tuo Lei Wu, couldn't help but smile as he saw the situation, against an enemy 2 levels below him. Even though it was the renowned golden horned beast, they had teams of 5 all attacking together. If even this didn't allow him to gain the upper hand, then it would be too insane. Surround and attack, Tuo Lei Wu ordered. Yes, a He-Man roared excitedly. Kill, Abuluot's eyes gleamed. Hong, hong, hong. Chaos erupted within the blink of an eye. The three groups of Nuolan guards were madly surrounding the golden-horned beast and attacking. The golden-horned beast was indeed powerful. However, under the well-coordinated attacks of carefully and well-trained from the Nuolan Shan family heirs personally, the 15 Nuolan Shan guards made the golden-horned beast do nothing but put up a struggle. It was completely disadvantaged. Howl! A loud mad voice roared. The golden engravings on the golden-horned beast's black horns began to glow, incredibly glaring, and following the flow of the golden light, flowing through the golden engravings into its 4 claws, tail and wings. One of the 3 great natural abilities, strengthening. This bastard is playing with his life now. A He-Man shouted. Don't kill it. We need to capture it alive. Tuo Lei Wu shouted. Rumble. Its enormous claws fiercely stomped. Abuluote and his group of members madly brandished their weapons. Rumble. With that, the golden-horned beast violently trampled on 3 energy weapons. The golden-horned beast's enormous body that was like a mountain staggered, and Abuluot's team of 5 immediately separated after the attack. Amongst them 2 members shouted out in pain and spit out fresh blood. It's become so strong suddenly. It's too sick. A He-Man and Abuluote stared wide-eyed, 2 levels below them. And it could actually fend off 5 human warriors. Rumble, rumble. Its increase in power was obvious after its strengthening. Every claw and step it took, every swing of its tail, every wave of its wings was much stronger than before. The 3 little teams didn't have the same initial feeling of playing a game anymore, rather, they started to feel exhaustion. Both sides were stuck in a deadlock, evenly matched. Captain, a He-Man and Abuluote shouted. Every word they shouted, they relied on raw energy to transmit. The theory behind using raw energy, basic energy, to transmit sound was very simple. It was similar to putting the raw energy into the telephone line's communications, allowing the sound to swiftly travel to its desired location. This was a Universe Warrior's commonly used trick. As for those with spirit energy, raw energy spirit readers, fighters, they all had their own unique ways and tricks. Transmitting sound with raw energy was just one of them. Begin. Tuo Lei Wu's eyes were filled with excitement. The pure and powerful energy of a star level flowed throughout his entire body, even through his hands and into that battle axe. Understood. A He-Man and Abuluote too were getting excited. Yes, they begun their ultimate technique. It was extremely difficult for all 15 of the Nuolan Shan guards to fully coordinate and do a powerful combined attack. However, just the 3 Tuo Lei Wu, a He-Man and Abuluote could work together to produce the best result, unleashing the strongest attack. And with Abuluote and a He-Man's assistance, Tuo Lei Wu as the blade, they could unleash a devastating attack. Rumble, rumble, rumble. 3 glaring beams of light combined into one. After, an even more glaring blurred image of a golden battle axe was slashing towards the golden-horned beast. Howl. The golden-horned beast didn't evade at all, using its powerful sharp claws that were almost like pillars of the skies to trample hard. Tuo Lei Wu and the other 2 seemed to not care about attacking anywhere else. Maybe they were worried about killing the golden-horned beast, hence they chose to meet force with force. The golden battle axe against the claws clashed together. Howl! An enraged cry of pain resounded. Fresh blood splattered, the scales on the claws had been slashed through. A large wound had appeared below the meat of the claws, almost as through the claw itself was slashed into 2. That bastard scale defense is incredibly strong. Let's do it a few more times. We'll damage him enough before capturing him alive. Ha ha. Let's do it. Tuo Lei Wu and the other captains were very excited. The 12 other Nuolan Shan guards further away were standing back watching the show. And the injured golden-horned beast's eyes flickered with a chill. Its mouth opened once again. An object wrapped in an energy bubble flew out. That was a knife blade from a damaged weapon. No, It was Luo Feng's strongest weapon. The hybrid copper essence shard. Under the effects of the natural ability of strengthening, with the power of the mysterious golden engravings amplifying its powers, whether it was speed or others etc., even its attacks with its soul had been greatly elevated. The strengthened golden horned beast coupled with the hybrid copper essence shard, just how powerful was it? Shoo 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 shoo. The revolving hybrid copper essence danced around, just like a beam of light. In a flash, it swept past Tuo Lei Wu and the other two captains. That is, Tuo Lei Wu's eyes stared hard and wide. That blurry beam of light had already reached right before him. His hard and solid helmet was immediately sliced open. Following that, the two captains beside also had their heads sliced open, perishing immediately. They were dead. The 3 captains died in one move. This scene caused the distant 12 other Nuolan Shan guards to be completely shocked. My God, that's impossible. Quickly retreat. One of the Nuolan Shan guards turned to escape. The others were shaken back to reality. Without hesitation, they chose to disperse and escape. Shoo 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 shoo. A blurry blood-red beam of light, moving at its peak speed. It was much faster than the Nuolan Shan guard's speeds, bending in an arc beam of light, just like a tangulu, Chinese candy on a stick, piercing through the heads of the Nuolan Shan guards one by one. Less than 0.001 seconds had passed and the 12 Nuolan guards' heads were all pierced through, completely and utterly dead. The enormous mountain-like golden-horned beast's eyes were ice-cold, sweeping its gaze past each and every body. The meat under its claws were already rapidly regenerating, swiftly recovering. Who? The golden-horned beast vanished. A black-haired man dressed in a blood-red battle uniform appeared in mid-air. As the golden-horned beast's enormous body had suddenly vanished, the surrounding large amounts of seawater began to madly rush back to fill the space. I would say the experiment could be considered a success. The golden-horned beast's power, I finally have a good grasp of it within my mind. Under the effects of the strengthening coupled with the strongest weapon, the hybrid copper essence shard, it's indeed absurdly strong. Luo Feng thought about the many scenarios and ideas, before ordering with his mind, Babata, when we return, let's camouflage and cover up the hybrid copper essence, make it unrecognizable as a hybrid copper essence. After finishing his order, Luo Feng, who was still deep underwater, gazed around at the surrounding bodies of the Nuolan Shan guards, his lips curling into a slight smile. Before the battle had even begun, the outcome had already been decided. Within the virtual universe, Pula was excitedly and respectfully standing in front of a screen. On it were the Nuolan Shan family's 3 original heads. The head ancestor Nuolan Shan, who was dressed in a dark green battle uniform, had flame of excitement within his eyes. It's alive. That golden-horned beast infant is actually alive. You are sure? Yes, I am sure. This is the footage that Tuo Lei Wu and his party just sent. Please take a look, head ancestor. Pula replied loudly. The footage was played. Nuolan Shan and the other 2 heads stared hard. Yes, it's the golden-horned beast, 2 horns. Looking at the length of the horns, it should be about star level 7. Nuolan Shan nodded. A star level 7 golden-horned beast, 15 Nuolan Shan guards combining forces should definitely have the advantage. Head ancestor, Yu and Duan, the other 2 heads, looked at the head ancestor. Duan couldn't help but say, do the Nuolan Shan guards have a chance of capturing it alive? There's hope. Nuolan Shan nodded, taking a deep breath. With loads of pressure, he was still feeling extreme excitement. My God, this was the golden-horned beast, the elite bloodline in the universe. Its numbers were even smaller than the undying beings. 1 golden-horned beast infant, even the undying beings would fight for it. He, Nuolan Shan, the universe level 9, was considered quite a prominent person in the universe. He actually had hopes of acquiring a golden-horned beast infant. It was too unbelievable. Oh, if we do manage to get the golden-horned beast, with my Battle Axe Warrior title, I can sell the infant through the Battle Axe Colosseum. getting unbelievable rewards. Nuolan Shan had already thought of how to deal with the golden horned beast infant. To ordinary people, this sort of treasure would only bring about harm to oneself. Even a universe-level warrior would have difficulty handling the golden horned beast infant. But Nuolan Shan had his own safe methods. Immediately contact all the members on Earth. I would like to personally question them, Nuolan Shan said. Pula immediately began to contact the 60 members on Earth. Dida, why isn't anyone answering? Even if they were engaged in battle with the golden horned beast, the star level 7 and 8 members shouldn't actually need to participate, right? Silence. The head ancestor Nuolan Shan snorted softly. Seconds passed, the 3 heads and Pula were all anxiously waiting. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The expression on the head ancestor's face gradually changed from holding back his excitement to creasing his eyebrows, and later grew uglier as time passed. It became ashen later on and finally expressionless. His eyes looked ready to devour anybody. Don't bother, they are dead, they are all dead, Nuolan Shan said. The other 2 heads and Pula's expressions were extremely ugly. Yes, they understood. Those people were all dead. Pula's call request would never be ignored by those people. They wouldn't dare to not answer. Secondly, even if they were engaged in capturing the golden horned beast alive, the star level 7 and 8 members didn't need to participate in the battle at all, and they weren't even answering. This meant to say that the star level 7 and 8 members were all dead. As for the group of star level 9 Nuolan guards, even if they were engaged in battle, the battle between the strong usually was extremely short. Such a long time had passed without anyone answering. Obviously, they were all dead. The plan they had this time had failed. Within the vast Black Dragon Mountain star field, amongst the over 500 countries, there was one elite. The Kalo Empire. This empire had a territory of 26 galaxies. One had to know. Many smaller and weaker universe low-level empires only had 2 galaxies. The Silver Blue Empire was one of the bigger and stronger ones. Within the Kalo Empire, there was a well-renowned planet, the Ice Mist Star. The Ice Mist Star was the old nest of the Nuolan Shan family. Over 3,000 Nuolan guards gathered there. Along with 30,000 Ice Mist guards, the requirements to being accepted into the Ice Mist guards was one had to reach the star level. Meaning to say, the entire planet had tens of thousands of star-level warriors. This level of power was simply terrifying. The Kalo Empire's 3rd family. To be deemed as the 3rd strongest, it wasn't just based on Nuolan Shan alone. No matter how powerful Nuolan Shan was, he after all was just one person. One had to rely on the large armies under him. To be directly above over 1,000 life planets, using star levels from his army, within the surrounding tens of thousands of life planets, the Nuolan Shan family's power was the strongest within that galaxy. Hoo-hoo. The cold wind howled. Ice Mist Star was well known for its cold climate. Within the extreme north regions where it was uninhabited and desolate, there was a black mountain. Its temperature here was even colder and shocking than the rest of the planet. Su. 2 human silhouettes pierced through the sky and headed towards the Black Mountain. One of the 2 had pointy ears. He was a member of the Nuolan Shan family. The other was dressed in a black robe. Vaguely on his forehead was a fine curved little horn. The 2 flew directly into one of the caves within the Black Mountain. Deep in the cave, dressed in a dark green battle uniform, a man whose entire body emanated a chilly air sat cross-legged quietly on a black stone. Head ancestor, teacher. The 2 bowed respectfully. Juan, Baikalo. The man sitting cross-legged quietly opened his eyes, gazing at the 2. His gaze had a sense of gentleness. You 2 know the situation. Your target is Earth. The first target is that automaton ship. As for the golden horned beast infant, let's leave it to luck. Head ancestor, we still have some hope to capture that infant beast. Juan said. No. The head ancestor Nuolan Shan shook his head slightly. The golden horned beast's intellect is extremely high. It's very crafty, and after experiencing danger, there's a very high percentage chance that it'll leave Earth. It roams the universe. and you two will take at least 2 years to reach Earth. Without a target, how will you find it? How will you find a target within the universe? The two went silent. Go on, bring the automaton ship back. As for the golden horned beast, let's leave it to luck. The head ancestor Nuolan Shan said. Yes, head ancestor, teacher. The two universe-level warriors complied respectfully. Within the virtual universe, in a corner of a noisy bar, Luo Feng sat with his eyes closed. Luo Feng, I've already made the order. I've ordered a large batch of items with regards to planet security and defenses, defensive satellites etc. When the time comes, the entire solar system area will become an extremely secure and tight security system. If those universe ships ever appear within the solar system, we definitely discover them immediately. Hearing those words from Babata, Luo Feng was satisfied. The crisis this time was finally averted. From Zhu Xin and the others being held hostage, he knew that this batch of people had an initial number of 84 captains. One of the teams had left and headed towards the coordinates within the universe as Luo Feng had suggested. The other 3 groups were killed by Luo Feng. As for the remaining 1 team, Luo Feng didn't think of them as a threat. However, he didn't dare be careless. Earth had already suffered enough for its inferior technology. Hence, Luo Feng wanted to buy an entire set of planet defense systems. These sort of things were extremely expensive. Normal planets within the universe usually only installed low-grade planet defense systems, while Luo Feng picked the highest grade. It was to be installed over the entire solar system. The entire solar system would be under surveillance. This was something akin to what the Black Dragon Mountain Empire would do. Those ship camouflaging systems etc. wouldn't even be able to hide themselves and would be totally visible. Also, I would like to install several security surveillance systems around that wormhole. The moment a ship flies through the wormhole, I would like to know as quickly as possible. Luo Feng said, the Nuolan Shan family probably wouldn't give up. Relax, I've thought about it long ago. Babata shouted. Everything was adequately prepared. Earth was already out of trouble, but it was still unsafe. When the planet defense systems were ready, that was when Luo Feng could relax a little. As for the Nuolan Shan family, even if they really sent anybody else, it would still be 2 years 8 months before they arrived. Third brother. Hong and Thunder God entered the bar, walking immediately towards Luo Feng. Before, the two had already been informed by Luo Feng. They knew of the crisis being averted and the meeting time and place Luo Feng had arranged. Luo Feng looked up and got a shock. His 2 big brothers felt somewhat different from before. Where have you 2 gone? You feel somewhat different from before. Luo Feng was suspicious. Ha, I've said it. Third brother is very sensitive. He would definitely be aware of it. Thunder God laughed. I even thought that my feeling was wrong. Luo Feng looked curiously at the 2. Right. We went to a very special place. Hong laughed too. What place? Luo Feng was curious. Hong and Thunder God glanced at each other. Stop keeping me in suspense. Luo Feng couldn't help but urge. Hong smiled, saying 1 syllable at a time. Kill.ing fields. Luo Feng creased his eyebrows suspiciously, muttering to himself, the killing fields. The killing fields? Just what kind of place is it? Luo Feng asked. It's a good place. Thunder God purposely acted all mysterious. After visiting just once, you'd be hooked on it. Hong also chimed in, not revealing any details. A clear crisp voice sounded, the killing fields is a special training ground for fighters and spirit readers. In there, whatever opponent you wish to face, they can make it possible. Group fights, 1 versus 1, battling against a sector lord. The killing fields can fulfill your every whim. Of course the daily usage fee is extremely high. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God turned their heads. The one who spoke was Babata, who was on Luo Feng's shoulder. Luo Feng. The voice resounded in Luo Feng's mind. The killing fields is also within my plan for your training. I actually wanted to tell you about it the moment you acquired your teacher's bank account. However, You got so caught up in dealing with the Nuolan Shan family fleet and didn't have any time to actually visit the killing fields. Go now, it's a pretty good spot. To be complimented by Babata as pretty good. Let's go, we'll go take a look now. Luo Feng couldn't resist anymore. I just knew third brother wouldn't be able to wait any longer. Thunder God lifted his drink and gulped it down. The three settled the bill and immediately left the bar. The Black Dragon Mountain Island within the virtual universe was extremely vast. Hence, the island's internal department had set up transport pathways for travel. According to the distance required, one had to pay different amounts. Travel within the island itself wasn't expensive. However, if one wanted to travel from the Black Dragon Mountain Island to the Ganwu Empire, the price was shocking. Black Dragon Mountain Island, killing fields. Wow, almost like an overflowing sea of blood. The background's one drop of blood was the most eye-catching. The entire hall was engulfed within this background. The hall was vast, stretching beyond what one could see with one look. The people within the hall seemed sparse. However, that was only because the hall itself was similar in size to that of a city. Hence, the total number of people within should still have been in the tens of thousands. In the killing fields, the fees are expensive. For someone like me, one day would require 1 million Black Dragon dollars, or 700 Ganwu dollars. Hong said softly. That expensive? Luo Feng was shocked. For an ordinary planet like Balan Star, the wealthiest person usually only has about 100 million Black Dragon dollars. That meant to say that these planets' wealthiest didn't have the funds to allow their own children to train in the killing fields. After all, 100 million Black Dragon dollars was only sufficient for 100 days of use. It wasn't surprising that there wasn't a large number of people in here. Third brother, you are a star level 1, the price is even higher. Hong said softly. Right. And spirit readers are even more expensive than fighters. Thunder God said beside, I require 2 million Black Dragon dollars a day. You as a spirit reader, I've checked, would require 5 million Black Dragon dollars, or 3,500 Ganwu dollars. That's too crazy. Luo Feng was completely stunned. Also, the higher up to rise, the stronger you get, the price per day would also get increasingly shocking. Thunder God said softly. If a Sector Lord Warrior came in here, the amount of money required per day, I believe to us would be a heavenly figure. The prices are high. What a joke, it's absolutely not high. Babata's voice resounded in Luo Feng's mind. To be able to give you any form of enemy, even to the point where space techniques, spirit weapons, etc. are all within your grasp, where can you find such an environment ever? This place was made especially for the universe families, sects, groups and empires' powers to train their elites. It's a really good training place. Luo Feng slightly nodded his head. Go link up your bank account. Thunder God said. That way, the fees can be deducted straight from your bank account. Understood. Where'd I go to do that? Luo Feng asked. Follow me. Under the guidance of Hong and Thunder God, Luo Feng went to the front desk to handle the linking up of his account. At the edge of the hall, there were many pathways. Every path that you take will bring you directly into your own personal killing field space. Thunder God said softly, whatever enemy you wish to customize, go ahead and do it. From here, we cannot follow you anymore. Hong laughed. Luo Feng nodded. During the time of their conversation, Luo Feng had seen many people follow the pathways deep within. Amongst them were many universe mercenaries. Luo Feng had even spotted one universe 2-star mercenary. This was indeed a rare spotting on a place like Black Dragon Mountain Island. However, here in the killing fields, it seemed a frequent occurrence. Also, have you seen that old man over there? Thunder God said softly. Luo Feng turned to look. There was indeed a green-skinned, head-riddled with wrinkles old man. He was squinting his eyes sitting on a chair, relaxed and comfortable. Beside him were a few other people resting, but no one actually dared to disturb that man. From an Earth human's point of view, this man's appearance was an eyesore. However, he had a mysterious feeling that soothed and calmed others. He's called Man Luo, the man in charge of the killing fields on Black Dragon Mountain Island Division. Thunder God said softly, "We got to watch a good show before." This old man was lashing out and lecturing 2 universe mercenaries, and the 2 mercenaries didn't even dare to rebut him. Luo Feng was shocked. In the virtual universe, even if you were an undying being, you couldn't kill anyone in the virtual universe. After all, this was a network. Hence, even if you were a prominent figure, people who respected you would give you face. If they didn't respect you, they couldn't care less. To be able to leave the 2 universe mercenaries speechless and afraid to rebut was indeed strange. He. The green-skinned old man in the distance looked over towards Luo Feng and his party, laughing. Damn! Luo Feng and the other 2 were shocked. He heard it. Forget it. Hurry into the killing field space. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God followed different pathways and entered deep within. As he walked, the space around him changed greatly suddenly. This was the vast and spacious skies. Luo Feng was standing on a stone. A golden book appeared within his hands. The book seemed to be made of metal. Flipping a page from the book, Luo Feng understood immediately. This is the space of the killing fields. Babata, send out a request. I would like 1000 Star Traveler level 9 warriors as my opponents. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed with a flash of red, licking his lips. I've held back for too long. Time to vent it out a little. After the possession, Luo Feng has been having pangs of bloodthirst and killing intent, egging at his soul for a long time. Luo Feng had been resisting all this time. No problem. Luo Feng, I've set the battlegrounds as the desert, 1000 opponents using normal energy weapons. What you've chosen is a level 3 weapon, the soaring shuttle, and a level 2 battle uniform set. Babata said, I've sent the request. As long as it was a weapon within the universe, 99.99% of the time, the killing fields would be able to provide it. Rumble. The killing field space began to transform, the initial skies disappeared, the surroundings morphed into a vast desert. Luo Feng stood on the sand, dressed in a blood-red battle uniform. Before him floated the soaring shuttle. At the same time, in the distant skies, blurry silhouettes of fighters dressed in white battle uniforms wielding different weapons appeared. Kill! Kill him! The majestic fighter army shouted. All them glared and rushed towards Luo Feng. Luo Feng revealed a smile from within. Hoo. The soaring shuttle immediately separated into 30 knife blades, very thin little knife blades. These 30 blades distanced themselves a little and naturally began to form a swordfish structure. At the same time, every one of the blades were glowing with a golden thread. This thread weaved through every single blade, forming an extremely lifelike swordfish. The soaring shuttle's second form, the swordfish formation. Rumble. The 1,000-strong fighter army rushed in, almost like a dark cloud enveloping pressure, pressing towards Luo Feng. Su. Luo Feng rushed into the sky, heading straight towards the entire group of fighters. Pooh. Wherever that golden swordfish went, there would be a rain of blood. Yet, the huge fighter army seemed not to care at all about their losses, madly surrounding Luo Feng and attacking. Minutes and seconds passed, none of the fighters retreated, until the last fighter had been pierced into a rain of blood. Falling from the sky did the battle end. Drenched in fresh blood, Luo Feng stood on the desert ground, letting out a huge sigh of relief. That's much better. Every day you hold back all that killing intent. As time passes, your inner self and heart will find it harder and harder to resist. Until finally, your entire being will simply go crazy. The entire killing spree you just went on allowed you to vent it out. I'd be surprised if you didn't feel better. Babata, this is a side effect of the possession. Luo Feng was helpless. Before the possession, Luo Feng was already able to kill without hesitation. However, it wasn't as bad. Inevitably, there was a sense of bloodthirst and slaughtering impulse within. This level of bloodthirst was entirely deep within his bones. Every golden-horned beast was known for its brutality and savagery. Luo Feng's human soul could only forcibly suppress, and not disperse, the killing intent. You are complaining after getting a bargain, Babata said with disdain. Ha ha. Luo Feng looked at his own body. If you didn't set this level 2 battle uniform set for me, I'm afraid I'd be dead now. For 1000 Star Traveler level 9 opponents to kill 1 star level 1 was actually very simple. Even though Luo Feng's consciousness was very strong, his spirit weapon's power and usage was shocking. However, he would still receive several huge blows. He had to rely on the battle uniform to lessen more than half the impact and damage. Suppressing years of bloodthirst and killing intent, releasing and venting it all out now. The first time, madly massacring 1000 Star Traveler level 9 fighters. The second time, he fought against 10 star level 1 fighters, finally killing 8 of them and dying from his own severe wounds. The third time, Luo Feng directly made Thunder God as his opponent, a star level 1 with a 1-layer domain, using a level 2 energy weapon, level 2 battle armor. The result? Luo Feng was actually killed by Thunder God. Luo Feng knew from this that the only reason he was stronger than Thunder God before was because of his spirit weapon. Giving Thunder God a level 2 energy weapon resulted in his own loss. The fourth time, Luo Feng put Hong as his opponent. A total of 98 battles. After that, Luo Feng felt a sense of extreme exhaustion, at the same time, a total sense of exhilaration. It felt good. He had never experienced such exhilaration in battles all his life, being able to choose his opponents and customize their strengths. Are you tired now? Babata looked at Luo Feng, who was lying on the sand. Luo Feng, since you've completed your battles, I'll tell you the most important usage of the killing fields. This place's usage fee is extremely high. Just 1 day requires 3,500 Ganwu dollars. A Universe Level 1 Spirit Reader would require 350,000 Ganwu dollars. A Domain Lord Level 1 would require 35 million Ganwu dollars, and a Sector Lord Level 1 Spirit Reader would require 3.5 billion Ganwu dollars. Do you know why it's so expensive? Why even at this price Sector Lords still come? Luo Feng was stunned. Sector Lords. Joining a powerful empire, able to receive an entire starfield as his territory, able to construct a world of his own. 3.5 billion Ganwu dollars would definitely be affordable, but no one was an idiot. The killing fields definitely had to have a matching reward for it to be able to attract them. You, and even Hong and Thunder God, still don't know the most important aspect of the killing fields. Babata said proudly as he raised his head.